tits.
Boys, we're talking Sunshot, and shout out to Mr. Light Razor Dude for putting the grind down and getting this weapon for us. We're going to talk PvE as well as PvP, and also the PvP build that I was using today, which is Lunafaction Boots. That's right. If you don't know what Lunafaction's boots are, guys, they are exotic warlock boots that auto-reloads weapons for you and your allies, and if you're using an empowering riff, you're extending that range. Now, again, the catalyst for Sunshot is more stability and more range. So why the hell am I using an empowering riff with Lunafaction Boots? Because I'm fucking crazy. And there's genuinely something beautiful about hitting someone for full damage across the map with Sunshot. Now let me go ahead and talk real quick the changes that occurred to Sunshot after the May update. Essentially, guys, it can do a hell of a lot more AoE damage, and as you saw there in the first clip when we were showing how it did in PvE, it changed some mad solar damage. Think Dragonfly or Firefly on crack. It is potent as hell in PvE and pretty potent in PvP as well. Now let's talk this exotic catalyst that's on Sunshot. And again, guys, I'll put in the comments below on what Light Razor did to get this catalyst, the methods he used to unlock it the fastest, all those things. So look in the comment below, it will be pinned. Now the range stat for Sunshot and the stability stat is 38 and 46. With this exotic catalyst, boys, it throws that range up at 74 and stability at 68. That's a huge increase across the board and something that Sunshot desperately needed. We talked about Crimson not too long ago, and Crimson is really good, especially with that catalyst that throws the range stat up there to 93. And range is one of those things that ties in for a lot of different things. Damage fall off is huge, as well as maintaining stickiness at ranges. But despite having this nice, beautiful catalyst applied to our beautiful Sunshot, boys, there is still some glaring cons to using this hand cannon. I'm a fan of 150s, guys. Dire Promise is my baby. Midnight Coup, I love it. Needless to say, the bar has been raised a long time ago from other 150 round per minute hand cannons. Sunshot was a favorite of mine straight out the beta. I loved it. I loved the whole concept of it, even before it had the AoE buff back in May. But now that we have some very powerful exotics, specifically one right in the same category as Sunshot, which is Crimson, which is a deadly beast in the Crucible, it's hard for me to say Sunshot should take your spot above all other exotics. At 2 crits, 2 body shots for a 150 round per minute hand cannon, you're still looking at a time to kill of only 1.2 seconds. Now, I'm not saying you can't make 150 round per minute hand cannons. Hell, people make 140s work for them extremely well, and it has a worse time to kill than even the 150s. Matter of fact, I would say the 150s have a higher skill ceiling. But here's the thing about Sunshot. Sunshot has a recoil pattern that I think you're either gonna love it and be a fan of it, or you're absolutely gonna hate it. I've seen so many people pick up Sunshot to just put it back down because they just don't like the recoil pattern. The fact that the gun has that weird swing up recoil pattern that is not necessarily noticeable on PC, but is very noticeable here on console with the current field of view that we have set as default. Also, Sunshot has a max size of 8, whereas Midnight Coup has a max size of 12 and Dire Promise at 11. That 8 on a 150 round per minute hand cannon is extremely noticeable, which is also reason number 1 why I was using Lunafaction Boots. It at least enabled me to not be constantly reloading after every gunfight. Which brings us to the conclusion, is Sunshot a weapon you should be maining in Crucible? I would say Sunshot is a fun weapon. I would say that I'm a fan of it since day one. I was a fan of it during the beta. I'm a fan of its recoil pattern. I like how unique it feels to me, despite the field of view being what it is, and it does throw you off a tad bit. But despite me being a fan of the gun, I can't justifiably say that Sunshot is better than its other exotic contenders. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that if I had to choose between Sunshot and maybe Crimson, or Sunshot and other powerful exotics, Vigilant, Graviton Lance, I would be hard pressed to use it. And especially once we get Sturm's Catalyst brought out, it's really going to be difficult for me to use it. Now, not every gun is made for Crucible, and I completely understand that, which is why I think Sunshot is a wonderful weapon for PvE. I think for PvP though, I'll still rock out other options, Crimson, Sturm whenever we get its catalyst, and Dire Promise is still my favorite 150 out of all of them. However, with everything that I just said, I still see a lot of top tier players players that use Sunshot and they wreck house with it. So again, guys, it doesn't always have to be the meta in order for it to be good. You can definitely use it. And if you identify with that weapon type, if it's something that gives you pride and you like using that gun, use it, man. Well, fellas, that's my thoughts on Sunshot. I'm currently right now getting gameplay of Sweet Business because we got the catalyst for it. We're going to be trying it out, see how it's working in Crucible as well as PvE. So fellas, be looking out for that. Everyone, thank you so much for coming and watching this video. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.